Hey mama, welcome. I'm Naomi and today I want to talk about restorative yoga and what that really looks like when you have young children. So I have 3 young children. This is not three, I have three. three. I have 3 young children who are currently 8, 5, and 19 months old. And whenever I lie down on the ground to rest, the first thing that they do is like jump on my body. So if you find yourself in a restorative pose and your kids are jumping all over you, I just want you to say, don't give up. Okay, do not give up, do it anyway. It will not be as restorative as you think. That is totally fine. But what I've done is I've created a little bit of a recording of a 6-minute restorative yoga practice that I did with my kids, like running around me, climbing on me, trying to join in with me, farkling me, giving me kisses, doing all kinds of other things, all in the space of 6 minutes while I was trying to relax and restore and be super chill. So you can watch that next. Now I will say, if you don't want to watch all 6 minutes, no worries. You can sort of flip through it if you want. You can speed through it and see it, like very quickly. But I want you to know what it looks like, what a 6-minute restorative yoga looks like. And then I'm going to show you how to create some simple ones of your own. So let's take a look.
Mom, I got a first shot right now, so I want to do that too. I'm going to do my own. Buddies. There goes. Then lock. One lock and 2 blocks. One block, 2 blocks. Now you get 4 blocks for me. One more block, please. Stop with I need to do. Nanny, get off of this. Oh, thank you. Nanny, get off. I got everything I need to do school. Not school, technically. We're in pretend school. No, we're doing pretend magic school. Because me and I are seriously magic school. I do too. Well, not really. You haven't discovered them yet. I don't know what they are. Let me go get one shoes. Maybe you're making up funny games. No. Maybe that's not it. Buddies. Please, 5 more minutes. Daggers. It's 3:55. What did you say? It's 3:55. What's up? I don't know. Yes. Can't forget for walking on the clock. Baggies. Cheers. Uh-oh. Nice. Cheeks. Minis. And CBs. Daddies. Not daddy. I'm Millie. Mimi.
I wasn't kidding, right? Like, you saw how wacky that was. I mean, it was so sweet when my son decided that he wanted to join me and he tried to set out his own, restorative bolster and his 2 blocks, and it was adorable, and my daughter was kissing me, and then she sat down, and then I figured maybe if she sits on me it'll be better, but it wasn't, and then my oldest daughter was like running in and out, and it was just total chaos. But I didn't stop. And I think what's really important about that is that if you don't have a practice of trying, you will never have a practice of doing. If your kids don't see you trying to lie down and rest, they won't be used to it, right? They won't be familiar with it. And when you do it, they will keep doing this. Okay? They will keep doing it. And even there are times where it doesn't feel terrible to lie on your back and have your kids climbing all over you. It's better than not taking that rest. It might be loud, it might be chaotic, and that's sometimes just what it is, and there's nothing you can do about it, but it shouldn't stop you from trying. So what I want to do now is show you a few different ways that you can create really simple restoratives with just a few different props so that you can take your rest whenever you want it. It's a little windy out here, right? A little windy? Let's see them. Okay, so I have a lot of different props here, and what I want to say too is that if you don't have traditional bolsters or blocks or blankets, you can get by with a lot of really cool substitutions. You could use towels instead of blankets. For the bolsters, if you have couch cushions that you can take off of your couch, those work really, really well too. If you have really thick king-size pillows, those work really well too. You can roll up blankets or towels, and that can work really well. So I just want you to know, if you don't have these traditional type yoga props, no big deal, right? Like, there are a lot of ways to do restoratives without needing to invest in fancy props. However, if you do, the one that I would recommend investing in is either this really nice bolster, which is a little bit more rectangular, but also has got these nice round edges, Okay, so that's one. And also yoga blocks are fairly inexpensive. So if nothing else, having 2 yoga blocks. I have several because, I do this for a living, but also my kids love to play with them. They like stack blocks on top of each other. They like do race tracks and like race their cars in them. So yoga blocks come in really handy for all kinds of things. So I have lots of them, but if nothing else, just get 2. Okay, so first one, really simple. It's kind of my favorite. You need 2 blankets, 2 blocks, and you're all good. So one of the blankets you're going to fold, and this goes under your head. The other blanket goes over these 2 blocks here that you're going to set side by side like this. These go under your knees, and you want the blanket to go over the blocks so that it's a little softer under your knees. You want a little bit more cushion for the backs of your knees. Because remember, this is restorative. You want to be comfortable. Lie down. Oh, yeah. So this is one. Blanket underneath my head. Blanket over the blocks under my knees. And I recommend being here for as long as you can, between 5 and 10 minutes, even if there are children crawling all over you and making it crazy. Okay? So that's one. Now, another really fun one is to use that bolster if you have it. Okay, so you're going to use your bolster and a blanket and all 4 blocks if you have them. If not, you can use 2 blankets underneath your knees instead. So you're going to set your blankets up in a stair step. So one of them is going to be at the tallest and one is going to be in the middle. And you want to set them up toward the back edge of your mat. And this is the one that you saw in the video that I just did, the 6-minute video of my kids crawling all over me. You take this bolster, if you have a bolster. If you don't, you can take anything that's nice and thick. Remember that couch cushion works too. And you angle it on these 2 blocks, and you might have to set it down one to angle it. Right? Set it on the 2 blocks. Okay? And if you have something underneath your butt that makes it more comfortable, you can do that. I sometimes do that. Other times I don't. If you can, it's nice to have blocks underneath your knees, which I did not have in the video. So you can have blocks underneath your knees, again, with a blanket over them. That's going to give you a little bit more comfort. You lie back. Oh yeah, this is great. This is so good. Okay, you can have your legs stretched straight out as well, which is equally good. I had my knees bent and knocked in the video because that felt fairly comfortable for me and I didn't have all of my blocks. But you could also have the blocks or your blankets, and I'll do this with blankets instead. You can have the blocks or the blankets underneath your knees and have your feet together like so, right? Knees wide, feet together, and just roll the blankets up underneath and have them here so that you lie back. Oh, and you're nice and supported. This is delightful in every possible way. So that's okay. Now the third one is one that is kind of associated with pregnancy yoga, but I love it just as it is. I am not pregnant right now. I have no intention of getting pregnant ever again, but I really love this restorative for when I just want to be on my side instead of on my back. So you can have these 2 blocks. Remember I said excellent investment in the blocks. And you want to have them sort of out to the side next to your mat. And then you have one of your blankets folded over. You could use the bolster as well, but I think that it's a little much. You could use the bolster if you have it in between your legs instead of using the blocks, and I'll show both. And all you're going to do is take this blanket, and if you're lying on your side, I'm lying on my left side, my knees start staggered. I'm going to take this blanket, put it over my arm, have my other arm on top, so my left arm is on the ground, right arm is going to be on top. And then I lie down on my side, and my head can go right in between, or right on top rather, of the blanket. So the blanket is in between my arm and my head. Then I'm going to take these cool blocks, and I'm going to place my right leg on top and extend my left leg out, and just cuddle. Just have a little cuddle with my blocks. Oh, and this is so nice. And that's why I say, like, you could use the bolster instead of the blocks. Like if the blocks are kind of hard, you could put a blanket over the blocks too and make it a little softer. That left leg extends out, right knee is on top if you're lying on your left side. If you're lying on your right side, obviously all of this is flipped. Cozy. Okay, so those are my top 3 favorite restorative poses that you can do with or without your kids crawling all over you, that you can assemble with a small amount of proppage, but that will make you feel really relaxed and really grounded no matter how chaotic your life is around you. Okay, so I encourage you to test out these restoratives and just to know that sometimes you have to build up to it, right? Not only you, like you have to get used to it, but your kids have to get used to it too. And eventually, guess what? They might even want to join in, right? They might want to lie down with you and rest. Who knows? Anything could happen. But I wish you the very best in your restorative pose journey. And I hope that you get some rest soon, Mama, because whew, we all need it, right? So thanks for checking out these restorative poses with me, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat with or without the chaos sometime really soon. Remember, you can always click subscribe in the bottom left-hand corner to get more videos just like this delivered to your inbox every single Sunday. All right, I hope to see you again. Bye.